Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Locar from Zentangle. I was feeling like it was a bit, overdue time to take a look at a Zentangle original tangle, and this is one, and there are a couple like this. One is I think called, is it Quabog? One is called Bumper, and they're just a little bit different. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to take a look at it because I've avoided it for I don't know what reason. All right, so this one can be, if you wish it to be, a one-stroke tangle, so you don't need to lift your pen up. I did separate the first couple steps just so that way, just because it's what I wanted to do. All right. All right, I'm going to do this one on the diag. Did I bend that? No, okay. No, it sort of looks a little bit, but all right. Just needed to know if I need to go get another one or not. Okay. So if you have a pencil, a string line, let's do that. Okay, a string line. This works really great over it. So, and you don't have to at all. I mean, you could just, do this, have it take you wherever it wants to take you and go on from there. All right, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to follow the line. And wherever you want, you can come up, and, it's kind of like sort of Muka, sort of in that, you're coming up, then turn it around and have it come back, on itself like that. I don't know how else to describe it. Oh, well, it could be a really long, skinny C-shaped curve line. There we go. And then, traveling not too far down the line, you're going to come up and do similarly, except this is, I've got this right, there we go, and hollabow it behind. And so you get to do this however you wish. And you can kind of get in a rhythm. I'm going to make a little curve here because, again, you can do whatever you want. And they can be as far apart as they want or as close as they want. In my version of the step out, well, mine is the only version because they didn't put out one. A lot of times they'll do that. They'll put these in the Zenthology for certified teachers. And then sometimes that's as far as it goes. Now, in the description section, look at the For More Inspiration link. And they did just use this recently in a project pack. But they did a variation on it. And so you can take a look at that. I love, especially for something like this, I just, for whatever reason, because it's just the way my silly brain works. Because it's not, here is, we're going to do a straight line. We're going to do, of the elemental strokes. Okay, let's just have that, and this will end here. Okay, I couldn't talk and do that at the same time, apparently. And then, like, the tangle called, it has two names, Amaze or Stir It Up. And I do have a video on it, and it was just so silly because I kept looking at it, and I'm like, this just does not compute. And it's like, it's not hard. It's just the way my brain just goes, that I have to make something up on my own? No. Anyway, so do take a look at that. It's just interesting. But you see how you can essentially do it in, one stroke without really leaving having your pen leave the paper. Now see, the pen didn't leave my hand either, which is nice. Now I'm going to turn this around because I found it easier to work this way versus the other way. You can do it however you want. So the other part of this is we can come on the other side. Now, in my Zenthology, they have, doing multiples of them and having them cross over each other. If you want, you can do whatever you want with it, but this way you can just kind of see it nice and clear cut. And again, with this, you know what? Well, let's see. I don't know that it matters. I'm going to start from the top because it looked nice having them kind of go the same direction. Like this. And of course, it's completely up to you. I'm still having to think kind of backwards on it. And one thing that my brain keeps wanting to, I don't know if it reject or whatever. So we're doing this, right? This one. And then when I'm coming here and we're doing the hollow bow, my brain wants to have it come the other direction than it needs to, because it's like we're doing this. I can't go to the right here because, well, that's not going to work because we need it to end over here. So it's just one of those that you kind of have to pay a little bit of attention to. I'm going to do a little wacky one here, because it's nice to do things wacky every once in a while. Now, also in my Zenthology, they kind of made these more squared at the top, and I just share that with you so that way you know if you feel like, you know, making these squared off at the top like that, or doing extra shapes like that. You just get to do whatever it is that you wish. Okay. Like that. Now, like I said, they had, you know, several coming off and then crisscrossing and just, you know, mayhem. So you could do whatever it is that you wish to do on it. It's just, like I said, it's a lot of fun. And I am liking, let's see, no, because some of them are going, no, it doesn't matter which direction, because I have some going up and some are going down. Well, let's do, I don't know, because I want to add some shading here. Okay, it just doesn't matter. So in, this is one way, and I did not, you know, I need to go back and watch the video. I watched part of it and then didn't wait to get to the shading, because I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. And, but in my Zenthology, this is kind of how they did the shading. On just one side, and I thought it was rather interesting, one side, but leaving a gap where, you know, where this goes through, so not going over that. And then you can bring it out, you know, as far as you want. The other thing, oh, see, that does add some depth. Could also, because it kind of takes care of the, well, not really. It depends on how close your over and, you know, under is, but you can add some graphite to that to make sure for the over and under on this side as well. Let's just get this side. And I'm using what's left on my Tortillion, just by the way. For little areas like that, it's just kind of nice. And, you know, well, actually, while I have this here, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my Tortillion over that string line. Normally I don't necessarily, well, it depends. I don't always worry about the string line, but because I traced it on one side, it kind of gives a little dimension there. It could make, if I had maybe left it a little bit wider, so just something to think about as you do this. Like I said, you leave it wider, and then you can create like a round, like, you know, if I talk with my hands when you can barely see it. It makes it a little rounded when you even just putting graphite on one side. So just interesting. It just adds dimension. Oh, and then, you know what, because I'm not gonna I just like it like this. But let's do this. Let's put a little aura with what's left on the Tortillion. See how technically I'm getting that done there? Mm-hmm. It's just called scribble it. But it looks kind of neat, doesn't it? I keep working on it. Just don't think about things so much. It's all good. All right, a little darker. All right. So, I don't know. It's just totally fun. And I want to just reiterate a couple of things. These shapes, you can kind of make them however you want. In the The video that's in the For More Inspiration link, they made it look like a thorn. So it was like a C-shaped curve line and then coming back. So all of these, and going the two directions. Really, really neat. So you can have fun with that. All right. So if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, would love to have you click on the like button. And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel and liked it enough to see more, would love to have you subscribe. I mentioned the description section like 100 times already, but you'll find the links to the step outs and that video. And below that, ways to connect with me. So if you enjoy my goofy style, would love to have you join us. I do a lot of free sessions online, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays are the free ones, always. It's called Tangle Time. You'll see in that link tree below the step outs. I have a link to my Facebook page, my website where you can follow my blog. If you happen to be on Facebook, follow me there. There are also a couple other places I list for classes, so that way you can get reminders and if you sign up for a session, or just you'll get a little notice that says, "Hey, Heather's put up a new class." And all of a sudden I'm just thinking, well, I'll have to follow myself with a different email, because I have the Tangle Time. It's like ongoing forever. I think I always put as many sessions on as it will allow me. And so now I'm wondering, if you sign up to follow me, do you see those? All right. If you follow me and you get reminders of that, of the Tangle Time, even if you haven't signed up for that session, let me know. But I'm going to check it out. So anyway, you could do that. And what else? If you would like to be part of the Tangle conversation and hang out with some really fun Tangle addicts, we'd love to have you join us. There is a link to our Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group, and so you can click that link. There are 4 questions to answer when after you click the link, and I do that for a couple reasons. One, to just get kind of set the tone, set some some expectations. We really don't have a whole lot of expectations. Like, there are some groups that I've been a part of that have really strict rules and stuff like that. I didn't want that, but I also wanted to make sure that at least I set forth, here's the intention, here's some things that we really don't want to see, here's what we would like to see, and stuff like that. So so there's that, and just other fun stuff on that link tree. And with that, I will leave you for now until tomorrow. And thank you again so much for watching and having fun with me, and I wish you happy tangling.